Hello everyone. We will continue with our classical report program, and in the previous video, based upon the input, we fetched data from which particular table order had a table. For how many columns we fetch the data? We fetch the data for 4 columns, and data will come into which particular internal table? LT underscore data. Now, based upon the input, data will come into this internal table. Now, we need to display the data. And we all know very well in the previous videos we already covered. I will put a loop on this internal table and we will display that particular data. So I will simply write a loop statement. I will write loop at, for the name of internal table, LT underscore data. And we all know one by one, we should pass the record to work area and we will display the records with the help of work area. I'm writing loop at internal table into work area. For the name of work area, LWA underscore data. And for every loop, there is a end loop. I will apply pretty printer. Now I will go for write statement. You all know that you can display the output using write statement. Anyways, our topic is classical report, and you all know in the classical report, the output is with the help of write statement. So I'm writing write. I will use slash so that new row will always be in the new line. I'm writing work area hyphen, which column? O and O, comma. What is work area? LWA data. What is second column? O date. We need to display the values of 4 columns. What is third column? LWA data, total amount, TA. LWA data hyphen which column? CURR. And I am writing dot. Dot means my line has ended. Now I will check the syntax and activate the program. OD. I will activate the program. So we finished with our classical report program. And in this classical report program, we are only fetching data from how many tables? Single table, single database table, that is order header table. Now for the best understanding, yes, I need to show this in the debugging mode so that you all can understand how this open SQL query is working, how it is bringing data, and how we are displaying the data after that using loop statement. I'll put a breakpoint and I will show in the debugging mode. I will run the program. Suppose I am giving input as 2. You all know that parameter accept a single input. I am clicking on to execute button. I'll go to desktop 3, most preferable desktop. I'm currently on which particular line? 16th number line, 16 number line. You can see the query start from 16th number line. It ends on 19th number line. And there's no dot in between. Dot is directly at which particular line? 19th number line. It means this whole will act as what? This whole will act as one line. You all know how you can end a statement, how you can end a line in SAP through dot. So whenever I want to go for line by line execution, I will do F6. Firstly, our input is what? P underscore O and O. I will double click. You can see what is the input 2. This input is on which particular side? It is on the right hand side. I already told you that input is always on the right hand side. It means O and O is equal to what? 2. This particular table, order header table, which column? O and O is equal to 2 is equal to what? It is equal to 2. Now, if I will show you internal table as of now, internal table has how many records? 0 records. Internal table has how many columns? 4 columns, because we all know our internal table has 4 columns as of now. Now, I will execute this query. I'm doing F6. Whenever I will do F6, based upon order number 2, O and O is equal to 2, it will go to this particular table. It will fetch the data of these 4 columns, and data will come into which internal table? LT underscore data. Now I am doing F6. And you can see in this internal table, data came. This data is now on which particular layer? Application layer. And this internal table is a temporary storage of data. Once we will display the output, this internal table is completely blank. Now you can see the real importance of an internal table. So whenever you will bring data, you need to store somewhere. Where you will store? You will store in the internal table. Now, internal table has how many record? 1 record. It means this loop will continue how many times? This loop will continue 1 time only. Now from the internal table, this record will go to what? Work area. You can see work area is blank as of now. Whenever I will execute this, from the internal table, record will go to work area. I am doing F6. And you can see from the internal table, this particular record will go to work area. Now you can see order number 2, date, total amount and currency. And we are simply using write statement to display everything. Now what is work area? Order number 2. What is work area? Order date? This is your date. What is work area? Total amount 200. What is work area? Currency INR. We are using write statement. So loop continued. Now loop will not continue further because we have how many records? Single record. And this is the output. So what we studied in this particular video, in the last 2 videos, we developed our first classical report program. First classical report program in what sense? In which we fetch data from the single table, that is order header table, and we display that particular data. And we studied our first and we study the syntax of the first open SQL query, how to fetch data using open SQL query. So that's it in this video. We'll continue more classical reports in the upcoming videos. Thank you.